Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today for Game of Shrooms I am doing painting, and I am using these acrylic paints. I will link everything I'm using in the description box. I am using, I don't know if you can see this, it is a very fine, maybe you can see it if I hold it like that. It's such a fine brush. It has like 5 bristles. The tinier the brush, because acrylic's kind of goopy, I go the smallest brush that I own, and I think this is a 000, a 3/0. I will link a couple different companies that sell brushes this small, probably from Blick because that's easiest. But I started on the Tiger, and last night I was working in low light, so I couldn't really see how this was coming about. And I started with the black as an outline, just to make sure I had proportions and everything looks right where it should be. And then I started adding some white, and then I started on the red and I really couldn't see, so I stopped. But this is how far I've come. This is my tiger wearing a mushroom hat. This is the fly aragic mushroom, which is poisonous. But this is how far I've come. Now I have to decide, because of where I'm at. I can continue with sort of realistic colors, or I can try something a bit more bizarre. And I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding. So this is an hour's worth. So it's very slow going. Because of the porous, rough surface, when I go to paint, straight lines are very difficult. I'm using magnifying glasses. I got these on Amazon. I don't know if this is going to help you at all, but they're about 10 times magnify, and it's easier than holding a magnifying lens in one hand and then painting with the other. So I will link these as well. I also use these for removing slivers out of my children's hands when they are playing with wood or doing woodworking without gloves. But yeah, so those help greatly. And this is where I'm at. So decisions need to be made. I need to finish the inside of the mouth. I need to do more shadow, obviously more highlight. I figure in total this piece is going to take me just to do the one side, because on the back I'm going to, with this brush, write Game of Shrooms 2022 and then sign it and date it and everything and put, you know, my Instagram, which will have all the clues. But the top portion is probably going to take me 3 to 3.5 hours total. The full bricks are probably going to take me anywhere from 4 to 4.5. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I think I want to add some shading for the mushroom. Now I am, my situation hasn't improved. This thing about doing a camera on YouTube is very strange, because it becomes lighter in the recording. So what I have right now is natural light. It's actually really low light, and it looks really good on film. But when I go to create for my videos and stuff, it is super dark. So I'm going to add, I am going to need some shading from where the ear is sort of protruding through the mushroom. So I am adding a deeper, darker red. The one I used was this one, and if this doesn't look dark enough, I might have to add some dark brown to it or some black to it and really get sort of that deep brick burgundy color going on. And it's very fine detail, and I don't know if you will be able to pick up any of this, but I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's slow going with surfaces like this. The petrified wood I did last year was probably the slowest thing I've ever painted in my life, and that was a much more difficult surface to paint on than brick, just because layers of it could peel up as I was painting. So this has been okay. I don't know if you can even see that. That's unfortunate. But this is how this process looks. It's it's very slow, which is fine. I typically listen to things. I find one of my New Year's resolutions was to read 50 books this year, and I've been blowing through the audiobooks, and I don't even put those on my Goodreads, all the audiobooks, because I'm not really reading them, I'm just listening to them. So I've just been finding like funny little books to listen to. And yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So this is not the fastest process we've ever seen in the world, which is unfortunate. To do a time lapse, it would have to be sped up at, I can't even imagine, over 10 times the speed, because this is just so slow. But it mitigates expectation. So these are to be hid on June, I believe it's the 12th. No, the 11th. I apologize. Saturday, June 11th. So I should spend about 3 to 4 days on each one. And then when I am done, that's it. And then I will do the backs of all of them at once, which is hand lettering. And that is slow. It always reminds me of that book, Bird by Bird. If you've ever read that book, it has tips and tricks for being a good writer, but I apply some of them to art and illustration. I really love that book. That book made me laugh. That book made me cry. But when I do hand lettering and painting, it's very much one letter at a time, and I try not to look ahead because it takes so long. Anyway, this is what this process looks like. It's not glamorous. It's just not. And you really can't see the progress being made till you've put in at least, an hour at a time and photographed hour by hour by hour. Because otherwise, there's no way. There's no way. Don't get discouraged, though, please. Please, all these things in creating, it's a layering process. Just trust in the process, which I know people say that, and it sounds like a cliche, but that doesn't make it any less true. And just keep going and keep working. And bit by bit, it comes together so slowly, but thoroughly, that it makes it it's so worth it in the end. So I really do hope that whoever finds this one enjoys it, loves it, It could be a bookend, a doorstop, a paperweight, be part of a garden path, a garden wall. I mean, once it's out of my hands, I guess they could smash it if they wanted to. That's a choice, but that's welcome to painting with 5 bristles at a time. It's just so slow. Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. That is what this process looks like. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.